Hello and welcome back to CoinLady channel. Ripple recently spent $250 million on the acquisition of a cryptocurrency custody firm. I simply want to get this out of the way at the start of the video. This does not give the impression of a business that is worried about the financial fallout of the SEC's case against Ripple. After all, even if the SEC got its way and demanded full disgorgement to the tune of, $1.2 billion or some such nonsense, the company would still be fine. Well, I don't think Ripple would be spending $250 million on its own if they believed that was actually going to happen or perhaps couldn't cover it. The truth is that some of it is also akin to a stock transaction. In sum, it's worth $250. And the divide is beyond my comprehension. I'm not aware of any public statements to that effect. So, some of it is actual cash, and some of it is a stock agreement with predetermined percentages. Nonetheless, even a smaller percentage is still cash in hand. And I don't know if it is or not, but it seems to be mostly cash. When you're feeling anxious about the future, do you give in to the urge to go on a shopping spree? I don't think Ripple or CEO Brad Garlinghouse are that worried by this. I'd also like to fill you in on Ripple and the claims that the company bribed cryptocurrency exchanges like COINBASE to list XRP. Here's today's most eye-catching headline, then. Ripple's chief technology officer addresses claims that the company paid COINBASE to list XRP. Therefore, I shall tackle that problem squarely. But before we go any further, I should mention that I have zero experience in the financial sector. Nothing I say or write should be taken as recommendations to purchase or sell any security. I'm just a fan that occasionally posts films to YouTube regarding crypto-related subjects for pleasure and as a pastime. This is something I've noticed from reading Ripple's blog series, Ripple Insights. At the very top, they make a notation. I find it particularly intriguing that they predict the crypto asset class to grow to a whopping $10 trillion in terms of crypto custody, just the custody portion, by 2030. I doubt that it will take 7 years for the cryptocurrency market cap to reach $10 trillion, but I am enthusiastic about the industry's long-term prospects because of the widespread interest in cryptocurrencies. And that's why I've been saying for a long time that the Bitcoin asset class is the finest one to invest in for the next decade, starting right now. Although there is no guarantee of safety, that is where the best chances of success can be found. Many things could go wrong, but I'm glad to be here because it's also where the most opportunity exists. So, in light of that, we present the following Crypto 101 article. This is what they put in writing. Blockchain startup Ripple Labs of Silicon Valley has acquired digital asset custody firm Medico of Switzerland. In light of today's announcement, Ripple will now be able to offer its clients the infrastructure required for the custody issuance and settlement of tokenized assets, including cryptocurrencies. Gaining access to hundreds of Ripple's clients, fresh capital flows to satisfy expanding demands, and the means to execute on its commitment to banking and institutional clients, Medico will speed up its growth trajectory as a result of the acquisition. The financial terms of the transaction were not disclosed by Ripple. Just wanted to pause and point out that the Wall Street Journal was the one who originally reported that $250 per piece price. Medico will remain a separate entity that operates under its own brand name. But after the transaction, Ripple will own 100% of the Swiss digital asset custody company. This is intriguing. And Ripple is simply exploring many avenues. Obviously crypto, and it's great to see them succeeding. I mean, it's great so long as they don't lose sight of their primary objective. But I believe you could argue that this kind of goes in tandem, as this is one of those things that might improve the velocity of money, which would make XRP more valuable through on-demand liquidity. That settles that. However, you may think, well, what about David Schwartz's firm, PolySign, about which we still don't know a ton, but which provides enterprise level, institutional level, or whatever level custody you need? At least, that's how things stand right now. Why not PolySign, then? Anders, a member of the XRP community, tweeted a screenshot of a remark by David Schwartz from today. Since PolySign is headed in a different route than Ripple, a merger between the two companies wasn't a suitable fit. Given that David Schwartz, a co-creator of XRP and the XRP ledger, is an investor in PolySign, a very new firm that has been working on the same problem for years, I couldn't help but worry. They also practice custody. However, Ripple eventually acquires another business. Even while I can't claim any special knowledge on the matter, I'm open to entertaining some educated guesses. I don't know the answer any better than David Schwartz did, but it does make you wonder. PolySign seems to be laser-focused on acquiring its own set of institutional-grade clients, while Ripple seems to be taking a different approach, one that might not have been compatible with PolySign's, given that the latter has taken on and purchased Medico in order to provide its customers with cryptocurrency custody services. To provide this service to Ripple's clientele. And it's possible they wouldn't have achieved that result with PolySign. I'm not claiming to know anything for sure, that was simply some reasonable conjecture, but I'm sure there was a good reason. Just because PolySign isn't doing anything explicitly evil doesn't mean it's not doing something questionable. Here is what Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, had to say about it. I'm delighted to announce that Adrian Treccani, CEO and Medico, has joined Ripple. With Ripple's custody expansion, a vital piece of crypto infrastructure will provide services that enable issuing, transmitting, and settling of any tokenized asset. Big news, for sure. Together, Ripple and Medico can provide the best possible service to their worldwide institutional clientele because they both prioritize enterprise utility, regulatory compliance, and a global-first mentality. I'm quite optimistic about Ripple's future now that we've emerged from the crypto industry's most brutal winter. We constantly keep our sights on the future potential of crypto utility, investing both our time and resources into this endeavor and teaming up with like-minded individuals. So, let's wait and see what good results this produces. But, as I've already mentioned, it seems like it should head in the direction of wider crypto adoption. That's great news for Ripple and the XRP community as a whole. Again, Ripple's customers aren't retail speculators like us, so it's not surprising that the company offers a wide range of services along these lines. They're corporations, banks, and other financial organizations that want to provide this kind of service to their enterprise-level clients. The velocity of money would increase if there were simply more of this. In the broadest sense, that sums up the essentials. That must be integrated into the bigger picture. I can think of no other explanation. Then a wave of change occurs. XRP listing allegations and a response from Ripple's CTO. This is my channel, and I'll do what I want with it. Therefore, if I want to make a May 1 cent note, I can. This is not a brand new issue. For example, on March 1, 2019, Cointelegraph published an article titled Ripple Head of Markets. XRP token listing was Coinbase's independent decision, which briefly addressed the issue. These allegations have therefore always existed. If Ripple paid anything or attempted to pay, it would be good. However, if you're referring about Coinbase in particular, the answer is no unless you believe Ripple's line. Even if this goes back to the year 2019, I'll move on to the most current development. Blockchain-based payment system in a Twitter dispute on February 27. United Kingdom-based entrepreneur and investor Alastair Milne alleged that Ripple had influenced Coinbase's decision to list XRP on the United States cryptocurrency exchange. Miguel Velez, head of markets at Ripple, disagreed with the company's prior statements on Coinbase in an email. Melanie emailed the firm to inquire about rumors suggesting that Ripple offered incentives or monetary compensation to Coinbase in exchange for listing XRP on its institutional trading platform. A premium version of Coinbase. Coinbase's head of communications, Elliot Suthers, responded by saying he would rather have a private chat than address the matter publicly. Melanie posted a copy of Suthers' email to Twitter, prompting a response from Vyers, who stated, "We're happy to go on the record, refuting all allegations." In light of this discrepancy, we decided to write the contrasting piece. And he continued with this. This section will feature a quote from Miguel Vyers, the former head of the XRP markets. This is what he said before he quit the company, though. The inclusion of XRP on Coinbase. Coinbase's unilateral choice was also not our token. To paraphrase, we gave them nothing to make it happen. So, that's what I recall us discussing, and unless there's evidence to the contrary, there you have it. As a result of recent developments in the law, including information that was admitted during the discovery process and the SEC Ripple case, as well as Judge Torres's decision regarding what would and would not be redacted for the public, we now have this from the cryptocurrency basic Ripple XRP listing allegations and a response from Ripple's CTO. Ripple's Chief Technology Officer, David Schwartz, has addressed claims that the company paid Coinbase to include XRP. These allegations first surfaced in a 2018 Bloomberg report and have recently been resurrected in light of Judge Torres' most recent order in the SEC case's rippling effect. Why that keeps getting written backwards is beyond me. It's the SEC versus Ripple case, and they keep making the same mistakes. I can't say. Fraud Investigator, Anonymous, and others. Recently, somebody who calls themselves Chain Scam Detector made a public request for details about how much Ripple paid Coinbase to list XRP, while others have shot down the inquiry outright, pointing out that no money was exchanged. Schwartz's reply was vague, so we don't know what he meant. And Schwartz's contribution is as follows. The only tale I wish I could tell but can't is the one about Coinbase adding XRP. Quote ends. This does not imply the existence of a hidden truth. We did, however, pay them to have it listed. We probably already had before the lawsuit, before everyone's lips were sewn shut out of fear of legal repercussions, therefore I'd say it's the other way around. So, Miguel V. has already beaten the SEC case. He felt comfortable discussing it. We are aware of the solution. Unless, of course, you believe David Schwartz will disagree with you there. Not me, not ever. Consequently, I believe this to be a major non-event. And maybe we'll receive the full of David Schwartz's opinions here once the SEC versus Ripple litigation is resolved. But it would be a mistake to assume that this means that David is about to reveal damaging information about Ripple, the company he works for. That makes no sense to me at all. I just don't see any evidence of that at all. Okay, I'd like to hear your thoughts, but I'll end here. No, I don't give out financial advice. Nothing I write or say should be used as a basis for making financial decisions. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.